Spare to share.
Well, you made it. Congratulations. So, I built Spare to Share because of a problem I was having in my life, and I wonder if some of you can relate to it. This is my daughter, Jenny, up there. She's not the problem, but the problem is that we were throwing an 8th grade graduation party for Jenny, and we needed to borrow all sorts of things for that party, and I couldn't find a tent anywhere, so I went ahead and I spent $200 on a tent, and the first person who came to the party said to me, "I've got that exact tent in my garage, why don't you just borrow mine?" And so it really was frustrating, and it made me realize that he didn't know what I needed, and I didn't know what he had. And it just struck me, why isn't there a virtual inventory of stuff that people have they'd be willing to share, rent, sell, give away to friends, family, and neighbors? So I started looking around out there, and I found this collaborative consumption space, and I'm sure most of you have heard of it by now. There's some great companies doing amazing things there, serving millions of customers and multi-billion-dollar valuations. So the market has really been proven, but what about small ticket items, and what about free sharing? I didn't see anything out there, doing a good job of that. I saw some neighborhood groups that were popping up, but I thought they were kind of missing some problems with the trust side of the equation. So what I did was I looked a little deeper and I said, rather than creating trust where it doesn't exist, why don't we try to leverage trust that does exist and is not being leveraged yet? And it led us to residential and commercial buildings. So if you look in this space, for the residents, they can save money when they're looking for things. They can make money or goodwill with their idle stuff. They can sell things in a closed group rather than kind of meeting some Craigslist stranger at the Starbucks. And they can get to know their neighbors. And then even on the property manager side, there's an ROI for them. Enhancing community in the building is very important. They're investing in that now with parties and different things. This is one more way to get people to know each other. Why do you want to do that? Residents who know each other stick around a little bit longer. So it can increase retention, reduce churn. So these are important things. So what do? We built this web and mobile solution. And it's within closed groups. So you can come online and search for things, upload things. We try to make it very image-based and add UPC tagging to it. We wanted to make the solution feel like you're on Amazon versus a kind of bulletin board like Craigslist solution. How do we make money? So at the bottom of the pyramid is membership fees and partnerships. So we can actually sell this to property managers, and we do. We say this is an amenity that you can roll out to your residents to help enhance the community feeling in the building. When transactions happen of a financial nature, we'll take commission on that. We're also building, with a building, we'll also try to get to the buildings next door and in the neighborhood. And we can do some hyperlocal promotion to the retailers in the area. Maybe you have a pizza place or a True Value, and we could say, hey, here's a way for you to touch all these residents that walk by your store every day anyway. And right now you're putting kind of handouts in the mail folders that just get thrown right in the garbage. But in the long term, and what excites me the most, is becomes a big data play. So what we're going to be able to say is we know that this person lives here, has this thing, and is looking for this thing. And it's really interesting data. So what have we done so far? We launched about a year ago our alpha version. We sold it to a building that ended up teaching us a lot of things about what the system needs to do. Got us to our beta in spring. And our goal for the summer, this summer, was to kind of prove that we can sell this to multiple buildings, prove that we can convert users and get usage, and we met most of our goals for the summer. Now what we're doing is continuing expansion in Chicago, and we're trying to create some dense groups around some of our anchor buildings, and do a better job with user adoption. We've started that, but we need to do better at that. It's a challenging piece of this puzzle. We also have some partnerships. We actually have a Bay Area partner now that we're offering a white label solution of our product, so people can brand it as themselves but offer our sharing engine in there. And from here you can go to much more things besides residential, colleges, businesses, school groups, church groups, etc. So the team, this is me. I was a co-founder of Diamond Technology Partners, Diamond Management Consultants, which went public in the 90s and was actually bought out by PwC recently. Jens here with me. Come on by and talk to us. We'd love to tell you more about it.